Greetings slackers, September Man here with another video, and today I'm going to be talking about how Equifax can go Equi-fuck itself. And the reason why I say that is because in light of the recent hack, there's been quite a few articles that have been coming out, especially around the whole dating and relationship aspect of how your FICO score can make you sexier. Now, we all know that this is a load of garbage because one thing women are not going around out here doing, unless they're gold diggers, is asking some man, hey, and by the way, how high is your FICO score, if you don't mind me asking? Now, while money and debt is definitely something that we should take into consideration if we're going to entertain a long-term relationship with hopes that it's going to go somewhere, beyond the initial dating stage, such as boyfriend and girlfriend, and blossom into marriage. And I would right off the bat tell you too, be mindful of jumping into a relationship with someone who has a lot of debt. Now, is debt a determinant of the quality of a person's character? No. As we can see out here, yes, people can tend to blow money on things that they don't need and mismanage it. But when you have a system that's inherently built on fraud, let's take a look at a couple of articles that have recently come out. A fortnight ago, that's 2 weeks, ago, at this time, Wells Fargo, it made news just as Hurricane Irma had come in, Hurricane Harvey. Let me not get my events mixed up. As Hurricane Harvey hit Texas, Wells Fargo came up in the news. Why? Because 1.4 million fake accounts came up. Now, what's up with those 1.4 million fake accounts? Those accounts were created so that sales reps could maintain their metrics, because any sales job is a quota-based system. Okay, you're always going to be told to get higher and higher numbers. You're going to be incentivized. Even Warren Buffett said this. You're going to be incentivized to do the wrong thing for the sake of making a buck, even if that's sacrificing your customers' creditworthiness.
At Wells Fargo, there were 3 very significant mistakes, but there was one that dwarfs all of the others. You're going to have incentive systems at any business, almost any business. There's nothing wrong with incentive systems, but you've got to be very careful what you incentivize. And you can incentivize bad behavior, and if so, you better have a system for recognizing it.
Now, how many people had bad credit before this Equifax hack? Now with this Equifax hack, your data and personal details and information are just out in the wind. And credit thieves, identity thieves, what do? They scrape the internet looking for information that you willingly have put out there on Facebook and all these social platforms, social networks, that you have willingly put out there on all these social networks, and they're harvesting that data, and then they're creating a synthetic version of you on paper. Now, why am I saying Equifax can go Equi-fuck itself? Because they have the nerve to try to turn around, and after the hack came from them, they wish to charge consumers a $20 a month subscription fee ongoing for a service for you to monitor your credit. I think it's about time that we get away from and do away with the FICO scoring system, because what has not been disclosed about the FICO scoring system is how it is gathering, what data points it is gathering, and what specifically it is measuring to come up with a credit score. Secondly, a lot of people use a credit score it's a social thing to brag about. Oh yeah, my credit score is a 820, or it's a 740, and yeah, I can do this and I can do that. Well, if you look at some of these articles that I'm going to link to down below, credit worthiness is a false barometer of someone's character. And so again, for Equifax to have a incident occur where millions of identities were stolen. We're talking about personal data, driver's licenses, um, personal addresses, social security numbers. And then, get this, add upset to injury, a few of the executives knowingly, before this information hit the press, turned around and sold their shares in the company. Okay? They liquidated their shares. Now, why do you think that they did that? Was it to save themselves? What we have going on in this country right now is a huge trust deficit. And it's very reminiscent of when you're in a relationship and let's just say a cheating incident goes down. You might cheat on your partner, or better yet, your partner cheats on you. And it's a mistake because one of you got caught, or the guilt is so overwhelming you feel bad about what occurred. And you don't want to lose what you had. Maybe it was a one-time thing. Maybe it was an ongoing thing. Who knows? But you feel bad. And so this revelation comes out that somebody's been cheating. And that leads to a breaking of the trust, which leads to distrust. And trust is one of those things that once it's gone, it's very hard to get back. At this point, I don't think that there's anything that the big banks can do to get the trust back. I think the trust is broken, it's dissolved, but that's okay because the institutions that need the trust the most are the ones that need to come down. They're false. Anyways, I'm just sharing these news articles and ideas with you. I'm going to submit a couple of links down below in the description box. Do let me know what you think about this video. Share your thoughts and comments on this matter in the comment section down below. And that's going to do it for this video. I'll catch you in the next one.